Hello everybody, I'm BetaWolf and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. We are still rolling along nicely here in our blind playthrough and getting right into the swing of things without too much messing around. I did tell you at the end of last episode that I did want to do a few more things in Firelink before heading back out into the world, and that is just getting some more exploration done. One of which being... never mind. I guess we can't do what I was intending to do. Oh. Maybe I can. What I wanted to do is, I wanted to just take a quick run around here, because I remembered I hadn't taken care of this guy, so we certainly want to do that. I don't know why I never came back to him earlier on, or like, I don't know why I didn't just kill him right at the start, when I first encountered him, I should say. I think I was just so eager to... you know, get out into the world, get cracking on with the game. That was pretty much the gist of why I kind of left this guy be. Why I left him alone. Ooh, okay, that was rough. Okay, this guy's just exposed himself there to a criticism that I had a couple of episodes ago. I won't, you know, rant on it too much because it's not really a big deal, and, you know, I'm probably just being petty by saying it, but some of the enemies can hit you through the... Please don't drop something down there. I mean, that seemed like a kind of special enemy, and I think I just knocked him off there accidentally and lost whatever he may have dropped. Yeah, there we go, we see it. Rip, never mind. Looking at him, anyway, if I had to guess, it was probably just the guy's katana. Okay, it doesn't open from this side. Yeah, the criticism being that enemies can, you know, sometimes hit you through obstacles, like when they swing on you. But they removed that for the player character in this game. If you're going to remove it totally. Don't just remove it for, you know, one particular... you know, being, so to speak. But like I say, it's just a minor thing that I'm not too... You know, I don't really take issue with it. It's just a little minor attention to detail that I've got. It's not really as much as a criticism, as much as it is just analysing the game. The little changes that they make. And east-west shield here as well. Very nice. Oh. We heard you coming. We heard you coming a mile away. But thankfully now we have actually taken a guy, gotten rid of him, and, you know, I just want to take a bit of an extra look around Firelink here just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because as you've just seen, there was a couple of things there that we did need to go back to grab. Alright, and up here. There was something up over to the right hand side as well, right? There was like a ladder and a building or something. Let's take a look. I think there was a dog around here as well. There we go. I remember. Oh. There we go. Get gone. Ooh. Hello. Who's this?
The poor wretched souls. Be they lord or legend, the curse shows no mercy. What a sham. The poor wretched souls. Be they lord or legend, the curse shows no mercy. What a sham.
Who the heck is this guy? I'll be honest, when I came around this way, I didn't expect to find this, but this is exactly why you do exploration in Dark Souls, right? You never know what you're going to come across. Wow. Very true, though, what he's saying. No matter how highborn or lowborn the being is, everyone can always fall victim to the curse. Real sad. Undead curse, as always, can claim everybody. Looking at the sword set up here, the shape is definitely reminiscent of that of Artorias. Recognise that thing right away. I mean, I'm not saying it is. There is differences there, of course, but the kind of style does definitely remind me of that. Artorias' sword. Interesting. ally ahead. What an interesting encounter that was. Did not expect that. Very surprising. Man, we're having some fun here. Exploring Firelink. Okay, let's head back inside, and we will head up in this direction. Like I say, we're definitely taking advantage here of, you know, moving around Firelink, seeing what's up and around here. Different things that we can investigate and look around. We needed to buy a key as well, didn't we, for this bit? I'm sure we did. That ladder's still not come down. We'll probably knock that down as we, you know, get back up and around here. It's locked. I'm sure there was a key that we could buy for that. 20,000 souls is ringing a bell, but I could be totally wrong. Loot on the roof. It's locked, and the one on the other side doesn't open from that side, so we must need to come through this way first. Once again, you get the giant trees there, references back to the days of Dark Souls 2 and so on. Really cool stuff. What I am going to do right now is just talk to this lady here. I believe she sells the key. You know, I am remembering seeing things earlier on in this playthrough as I come back through here.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. Ashen One, is it not?
Obviously, I don't know why I skipped through that just talking, but I don't think there was anything new there from what I caught, quickly skimming through. But I did mean to click purchase item, not talk. That was a misclick. But nevertheless, we do have Lloyd's Shield Ring there. Boost damage absorption when HP is full. Interesting. As well as, that's the one, the tower key, that's it, that's got to be it. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine. We will buy that right now. We will squeeze some souls.
Ashen One, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death?
Sadly, yes.
Ashen One.
Okay. Here we go. It's soul squeezing time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know if we're going to have enough. We will use all these minor ones up first. Just to, you know, kind of get them used. And in fact, we can probably do it this way in the newer games. Oh. Doesn't let you consume more than one at once. I mean, I don't mind it. I never minded it in the previous games, but I could have sworn it allowed you to do so in Dark Souls 2, to squeeze multiple at once. Or am I totally mistaken there? I could be just in fantasy land. Either way, we'll just pop through some of these right now, nice and quick. We only get 50 for them. But I'm sure as we go through here, these things will build up, and, you know, we'll be able to reach that 20k. If not, you can also see a new interesting mechanic. You can sell some items in there to that sweet lady, that merchant. So it's good. It allows you to get rid of gear that you don't need, instead of just banging it all in the bottomless box, or just leaving it on the ground to be consumed by the world. So a nice little feature there on how you can fund yourself. And if we don't have enough, we'll certainly do a little bit of that. Popping through them. Yeah, getting through them. Large soul of a deserted corpse. Let's go. We might have enough here with these, to be totally honest. With the Unknown Traveller and the large soul of the Unknown Traveller. Without having to dip into the boss souls. Always try and avoid doing that, personally. But if you got to, you got to. It does happen sometimes. Did we not attach the other one there? There it is. Yeah, I think we're just going to be a little short here, guys. Depending on how much we get. 1,000 for one of them, that's an extra 4, so we won't be far off. We'll be a couple of thousand out. The worst feeling as well is if you squeeze one of those boss souls to, you know, just break a threshold and get the number of souls that you need, is devastating if it still doesn't cover the cost. For example, when I first squeezed Smo's soul, and you get something like, it's a really minor amount, I can't remember exactly, but I think for a boss like Smo, you end up getting like 1,000 souls. It might even be less than that. I think it might be 50 or 1 soul for Smo, which is crazy. But there is certain, you know, speculation as to why that is. I won't dip into it here, unless you guys want to hear about it. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But really interesting, cool stuff. How for Smo you only get a minute amount. Okay. Storage box. There is a couple of things that we actually can sell here. You know, some weaponry that we don't really need, I guess. You know what? Let's just squeeze a boss soul. Let's just do it. Let's see who we've got lined up. Considering it's my first playthrough, I'm probably not going to go through building all of these anyway. You know, turning them into all the weapons and, you know, spells, all that kind of stuff on our first playthrough. It's kind of not too realistic for us. Well, not realistic necessarily, or totally, but just kind of not something that I need to focus on for the first playthrough. We'll do the Stray Demon, considering I've got the most inkling as to what that's going to turn into anyway. Oh, Jesus, well, we could have just done that originally. 20,000, beautiful.
Ah, well met, Ashen One.
Hello there. 20,000, absolutely great. Grave key. Oh yeah, we already bought that and used that, of course. Tower key, let's go.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Don't you worry. While we're here, we might as well get another level out of it, considering we're, you know, stacked up real nicely there. Go up to 22. Get that HP up to a respectable level. We've left it on par with basically strength, dex, and endurance to this point, but we will, you know, keep the HP bumped up a little bit for right now. You know, something that we needed to do.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee. Brilliant.
Also, man, there actually is quite a bit of inventory and things that we need to do here. You know, slowing the pace down from exploring a bit. We've been taking inventory, we've been speaking to characters, we've been exploring Firelink. You know, getting some prerequisites done before we head out into the world and just enjoying the game at our own pace. Real nice. And another example of that is attuning the spell, as we originally intended. There we go. Get that fire orb. Is there only one use from that? FP cost 14. Oh, okay, yeah, no, of course it doesn't go off uses in this. It goes off the mana. Okay, let's take a look. Equip our beautiful Pyromancer. Pyromancy hand. Cool. Okay, it does let you use... We get quite a lot of uses from our mana with that, so we can still leave our Estus Flasks on 9 for the healing. Cool. Rest up there. And I don't think we've got enough for another level right now.
Welcome.
No, I don't think we did. Oh, we actually do. Yeah, let's get up to 23.
Farewell, Ashen.
Respectable HP. It's about time that we actually put some levels into that. After, you know, realising that the bosses that we seem to be encountering tend to two-shot us. Okay. Move up here. The time that I have been waiting for. To finally get behind this door and see what awaits. Wonder what mysteries lie beyond. Tower key. Ooh, are you excited, guys? I'm genuinely excited right now. I hope you guys are too. It's fun to actually explore this. Damn, look at the sun there as well. Not necessarily sun. I mean, it is somewhat overcast, but there's still light beaming through. No doubt enhanced by the snow on the cliffs there reflecting. Yo, this is nice. Look at that. That's a beautiful, like, view. Backdrop. the character just staring out onto the distance there. Real nice. Same from this bridge too. Boy, am I eager to see what's over there though. Oh, but this... Yo, this is cool. Like, this, it's not just like simple what's behind here in this tower. There's kind of like a few things to take a look at. You can jump on the roof, grab that gear. There's a crystal lizard drawing your attention down there. You know, there's this tower. Kind of looks like a bell tower, actually. You know, the player doesn't know what's in there yet. It really kind of looks as though they made an effort here just to not, you know, just to expand on having something simple behind here. There's a couple of things that you can look at. They've not just placed one thing in particular here that the player can find as a secret, but, you know, a few different ways that you can approach it. So it clearly does seem like they've put some effort in here. Really nice. Okay, but before we do actually go down there, we will take a look in this part of the building. And it goes up as well. Yo. It's like a whole new area in and of itself. Boys. Boys and girls, what have we stumbled across? Okay, I've got to take the lift up. I've got to see. Is it like a crypt of some kind? I am kind of speechless, but this is part of the beauty, right? Hey, we can actually walk along here too. This is part of the beauty of the game, the exploration, man. Always so good in the Souls games. It's great just to see a new area and walk through it, walk around it, approach it however you like. I would have been big brain had this been an illusory wall after walking around here. Does look as though there's different bits that we can drop down to. Maybe we can try that at some point, you know, see if we can drop down to some of these ledges and explore that way as well. But right now I think it's good that... Oh man, the views... I know I'm gushing a little bit right now, but it looks so good. It looks good. Yeah, let's head up here. Head up this way. I wonder if we're going to find new NPCs up here. I really don't know. It is a bell. It is a bell tower. Firekeeper's soul. Okay. Very interesting. Man. Firekeeper's soul. On the bell tower. All kinds of cool stuff. Okay, yeah, avoid that. Let's give that a quick read as well. Where's it gone? Where's the Firekeeper's soul gone? There it is. Soul of a Firekeeper who returned from the abyss. Okay. Soul of a Firekeeper who is said to have returned from the abyss. The Firekeeper preserves the bonfire and serves its champion. She is said to have soothed and accepted the dark sigil which has tainted her soul. And yet her soul will one day embed itself in the bosom of another Firekeeper. Wow. I wonder who that's in reference to. Interesting. Cryptic stuff. And yet her soul will one day embed itself in the bosom of another Firekeeper. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they used to... like I said, I'm still catching up to, you know, some of the ways that things work in Dark Souls 3 in comparison to the Dark Souls 1. Of course, I've played that a crap ton, so there is things that I no doubt still need to learn in this game as well, whether there's any differences or things have changed and whatnot. So I can use, you know, the original Souls games, my general point of reference for knowledge, because I know, like, pretty much all there is to know about it just due to the amount that I've played it and so on and so forth, and explored and really delved into from both a lore point of view and gameplay point of view and everything, to be honest. But in this game there's still no doubt things to learn, and I feel like I'm a little bit slower learning on this Dark Souls 3 blind playthrough as I normally would be, due to the fact that I've kind of got to keep things moving to a certain degree, and, you know, can't just be using an hour speculating about something or delving deep into it, because we need to keep the playthrough going at the same time. So that's generally why I'll be a little bit slower in terms of my picking up some knowledge on this game when compared to if I would just be playing it off camera. No doubt you guys have patience with that, because you know, you guys understand, and you've told me before that you're totally patient and you enjoy my playstyle, which I really enjoy. But I do respect that a lot, that you guys feel that way about it, which is great for me to hear. But for myself as well, I do need to keep it moving from a playthrough point of view, a recorded playthrough. So I'm sure you guys can understand where I'm coming there with, you know, everything I'm saying. But that's pretty much my take on it anyway. And getting back to it, what I was actually building up to saying there before I got slightly sidetracked, it does make sense that it does embed itself in the bosom of another Firekeeper, because in the originals, or the original game, like I said, we'll use that as our point of reference, you would use the Firekeeper, like the Firekeeper's soul from a deceased Firekeeper would never be wasted. You could always go to another Firekeeper and use that to build, you know, to build on, you know, the relationship with the Firekeeper, and build the bonfire up and the Estus and you know, that kind of thing. So that last bit of the description there really does make sense. But I'm just curious as to what's being said here regarding a Firekeeper that is said to have returned from the Abyss. I'm not too sure who that could be talking about. Maybe it's something in this game that we've still not discovered yet. Intriguing either way. We'll certainly speak to our current Firekeeper about that and see if she's got anything to tell us. But for now, you know, stopping the low train for just a moment, we will work our way down here. And we need to grab that over there as well. We can drop down the other side at some point, but right now, I think we drop down here and grab this. An Estus ring? Excuse me. What's that? Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Estus ring. Increases HP restored with the Estus flask. Hey, that's actually really cool. Really cool mechanic. This ring was entrusted to a certain Firekeeper. Once again, we're getting back on the lore here, guys. But in the end, she never met her champion. And the ensuing the ensuing tragic farce became a favourite tale of the masses. That's kind of tragic. That's really sad. In the end, she never met her champion. So she was there minding the bonfire. You know, age after age, time after time. But no chosen undead / champion of Ash ever turned up. You know, she was never able to care for anybody like that. Wow. How sad. How sad. Seriously. Nice little help there. The game does give the player right from the start. If they're struggling a little bit, they are able to get this ring right from the start. You know, we could have come back so much sooner than this. Just get the 20,000 souls, come round here, grab that ring, boom. Instantly making the game easier. It improves your healing that you get from the Estus. Really cool how, you know, the devs throw that little feature in there. Not necessarily a feature, but just a way. You know, a gameplay element to slightly improve or to slightly make the game a touch easier for the player. I like that. Kind of similar to the Cling ring in Demon Souls. Hey, okay. Okay, that's right. All the stuff has actually appeared back here. Real cool. And it is the katana that we got dropped. But we actually get Master's attire and Master's gloves there as well. Cool pickups. That's good to know that it's not lost forever and it just teleports back here when you know, when you turn off screen from it. My katana. Uchi. The Uchi katana, man. Oh my god. An old favourite. An old favourite for the katana lovers of Dark Souls. Wow. Okay, let's actually have another word with... I mean, he's probably not got anything new to say to us right now. So yeah, you know what? Let's actually go back up here. And we'll see what the Crystal Lizard's all about. See if we can grab that. In addition to... you know, grabbing the gear from the rooftop here as well. I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm going the correct way. That's good. Man, my health is looking like it's in a much better situation now too. How many hits can we get out of this halberd before it's totally depleted? 4. And probably 2 if you throw in a couple of rolls. Maybe 3 actually. Interesting. Yeah, I do want to boost my stamina a little bit when I get some more souls too. But for right now, boy am I loving this exploration. This is Indiana Jones Exploration 101, this episode. It's just having a good mooch around, seeing what the game's got for you. And it's nice how we did wrap around there from the top portion of this tower to the gate on the other side near the katana wielder. Nice for us to, you know, unlock that and wrap around as we intended to. Very cool. Roll off here. Oh, come on, you're kidding. I guess we need to make the jump there. I thought, you know, we could have just made the roll to make that work, but nevertheless, the jump seems to be required.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become ashen.
Okay, we can give the Firekeeper soul here. This is what we was intending to do.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both Firekeepers after all.
The Firekeeper is now able to heal the Dark Sigil.
Forgive me, sister. May the flames guide thy way.
Ooh, I don't know what this Dark Sigil stuff is, but it's really touching. And you know what? I like the way it was presented in Dark Souls 1. I feel like it was, to a certain degree, more mysterious, less hand-holdy to a certain degree. Not that this is hand-holdy, but you see here, in this game, it does seem to elaborate on things a little easier to, you know, kind of enlighten the player and give them a little bit of help to some degree. Whereas in Dark Souls 1, you'd give the Firekeeper soul, you won't know what happened. I mean, you would if you know, you were paying attention and stuff, but that's it. It wasn't all just laid out on a plate. And this isn't really, but you get the point. I'm not saying it's laid out on a plate. I'm just saying it's kind of delivered a little bit more to the player. It elaborates a little bit. And don't get me wrong, this game is certainly still cryptic too. That's what Dark Souls is all about. You know, that's the style of the games, which I love. That's a good thing. It's certainly got plenty of mysteries itself as well, from what I see playing through the game, and certainly a lot of secrets to uncover as well, no doubt. But I'm just making a small observation when referencing something like this. You know, it does elaborate a little bit more than the first game. Okay, let's heal the Dark Sigil, see what this actually does. Requires, holy hell, requires 28,525 souls. Will you choose to heal the Dark Sigil? I mean, yeah. Insufficient souls. Okay, talk.
Ashen One, to be
Okay, interesting. Yo, this is cool.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Very nice. Oh, and man, of course, the guy out at the praying to the, you know, and worshipping / paying respects to the grave outside. That is the Crestfallen, of course. Man, the characters are moving around, and I like it. The characters are moving around here and doing their own thing. Really cool. I'm liking it. God say as well, I hope you guys are enjoying this episode too. I know it's not usually the most generic kind of episode where we're making progression through the actual game, the game world, so to speak, but I'm enjoying the exploration and you know, chat in this one. I really am.
Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
More elaboration there from one of the characters. Wow. Down in that swampy area. Oh, what's the area called now? Man, I forget. But that referencing back to when we was in that swampy area, snuffing out them, you know, braziers, or well, candles, and then the braziers getting lit up. We're hearing direct, you know, discussion about that from the Crestfallen here. If you remember, we were doing that. We were making progression towards that. We did 2 of them, and I did speculate that there was 3, and this guy's just confirmed that there is actually 3. We do still need to go back to do that at some point. I don't think it'll be this episode, but like I've been saying, we won't forget to do our backtracking that we need to do. Really cool. And that'll open the door to the Wolf's Blood, will it? The Undead Legion. Maybe it'll be a wolf kind of style boss in that area then. Certainly considering the Covenant resembles one too. Intriguing, I can't wait to see.
Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ceremony that we were talking about. Our business there with the braziers. One thing I will say, I am unsure as to what this is, as to why the fog gate comes up. Yeah, that's one thing I'm not too sure about. I mean, we've... Yeah, I have no idea why that happens, I'll be honest. But we have kind of been curious about that a few times in the past as well, going back to even the start of the playthrough. Very intriguing. We're probably going to die jumping down to the crystal lizard, so... oh, I forgot we still need to go back this way yet. God damn, don't want to jump on that roof without at least grabbing this one. Yeah, we'll jump over there. Let me just make sure I remember the buttons here. I don't do a lot of jumping. Okay, it's on the stick now, right? Yeah, that's it. I'll be honest, I quite like the circle double tap that we used to do, but, you know, we'll roll with the stick. We'll roll. Oh! I backstepped right there. I didn't even mean to backstep. I just held down circle to prepare the sprint. Gravity, the hardest boss in the game. Okay, let's run back. Gather up all this stuff. And why it lets you through sometimes and then it fades and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I'm confused. I am totally confused about that. If it's not a spoiler, and it's just maybe a gameplay glitch thing, then feel free to tell me that it is so. But if it's something integral to the story or a secret, don't tell me. Don't tell me, guys. But otherwise, you know, feel free. Okay, now then, let's make this jump. Not backstep. There we go, perfect. Oh. There's the Firekeeper stuff as well, there she is. Damn, it doesn't even look like she's buried, it looks like she was just kind of shoved here. Either that or just fell down or... No, not even that, maybe killed and stashed there? I don't know. Either way, very sad situation. Just like that death, we should have healed there. That's okay though. We won't need to go back down that way anyway, so we won't be going back for those 800 souls. It's no big deal. We shall go back up to the rooftop and gather up all the gear, and then try and, you know, deal with the crystal lizard as well. When trying to platform, you know, at numerous times and directions, you know, I guess it's fairly common that you're gonna die, you know, to the to the gravity. I mean, you could do it if you were a bit more patient without dying. The simple thing there is I should have just healed up before I dropped down. But, yeah, I'm not too bothered about it, to be honest. Not something that I need to be particularly diligent about. Okay, there we go. 1 step. 2 step. Right, is this a nest? Okay. Okay.
You. Me, Pickle Pea. Me, Bumperum.
Okay, we've got our crow. I was wondering about that. We've got our crow. Wow. There we go. We found it. That's our crow for Dark Souls 3, I guess. Man, yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Interesting. I'm not sure people refer to this one as. I know we've had Sparkly and Snuggly and all these other ones in the past, but maybe this one's referred to as Pickle Pea or Pumpo Rum. We won't put anything in there just yet. I'm not too curious with experimenting with that just yet, but you know, could be something that we'll look at in the future. I know how it works already. Don't need to tell me that. But yeah, let's kick that ladder down as well. That way we can, you know, jump around. Now we can jump back up there if we, you know, fall down and want to come back through this area again. Just having a good look here. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, you couldn't climb up there. I was thinking then, could you actually from them steps walk round through there? No, not without glitching. There's no way that you could walk up those rocks. Yeah, that's right. It's locked off until you get to this rooftop here. Cool. Now we will go around here and grab that bit of loot. Bit of loot that we were looking for on this rooftop. I am curious to see what this is, though. Ooh. An upper segment there as well to the Firelink shrine. Homeward Bone, okay. Couple of them at least. Hey, at least they've given us a couple, guys. I can't complain too much, right? I can't be too disheartened about it. Okay, and into the shrine we go. Damn, look at this. Wow. Esther Shard, another one. Brilliant. And
You. Me, Pickle Pea. Me, Bumperum.
interesting. Okay, I wonder if we're actually meant to place it here. Or maybe if we place it on top. I mean, you can see that there is actually a hole there in the construct. In the roof, and the nest just fills it in nicely. Nice curved dish for the nest for the birds to live in up there. But yeah, that just covers the hole, and stop yelling at me, Pickle Pea. But I wonder if you're meant to place them in the nest up there or here. Intriguing nonetheless. Either way, it's not going to be too hard to figure out. You just test it, right? You just test it with something. Yeah, that one was kind of easy to see. You could have tested, you know, any of these walls and found that to be the case. This one on the right hand side here being the most obvious because it's a direct connection to the wall, whereas the others actually bridge over to catwalks. So it's not as likely chance that there's going to be an illusory wall on those ones, but this one was obvious because it stuck out like a sore thumb in terms of the way it connected to the wall. Yo, I like the... God, you can actually see it from below here as well. Really good attention to detail. I mean, there's so much to this Firelink shrine. It's a really cool design that they've come up with here. It's kind of, you know, a lot bigger than the previous hubs in the game in terms of, you know, secrets, and you can kind of explore there in the way that it wraps around. You've got illusory walls, you've got the crow in here, you've got the bell tower up top behind a locked door, and things like that. Really cool the way that they've added all these little features in, though, and I hate to always reference the previous games, but sometimes I've got to, because I'll be honest, Dark Souls 3 does kind of feel like a best of to a certain degree, as far as the, you know, combining various elements of the previous Souls games go. And I think that's a fair assumption as well, and, you know, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from there. But that's kind of how it feels, to be honest. And getting to my point here, before I open this chest, it's very reminiscent of the Nexus, the style of the Nexus in Demon's Souls, because that also went for this style as well, in terms of, you know, there's upper levels, there's lower levels, there's branching paths, there's illusory walls, there's hidden things up top, and all that kind of stuff. Really cool, really cool. But anyway, enough rambling. That's just my take on it anyway, guys. Let's see what's in this chest. I will hit that just to be sure. Although you can tell off the chain, I know. Coveted silver serpent ring. Hey, very nice. Very nice. Does that do the same as what it did previously? Let's take a look. Fallen foes yield more souls. Yes, it does. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. Fallen foes yield more souls. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Damn, and that wraps up that portion. Although there is still the crystal lizard that we need to go to. I can't believe it, guys, that this whole episode basically has been Firelink exploration. But I have had a really good time with it. And you know, there's much more to the Firelink than meets the eye. It seems there's some good, solid exploration that you can do, and secrets that you can discover. All kinds of stuff. Let's drop down here. Come on, lizard boy. Get him. Get him. Twinkling Titanite. Twinkling Titanite. Anything else this way? Doesn't appear so. Probably just the crystal lizard and that's it. I will check behind these little cubby holes though. Make sure there's nothing stashed away. It does look like that pretty much wraps up that. Wow, okay, really cool. That's our Firelink exploration done. I'm glad I finally got around to doing that. I've been meaning to do it for a good long while. And that pretty much wraps up our exploration there. Very nice. I guess next time we can head back out into the world and get some, you know, progression as far as the gameplay is concerned. Kill some bosses, maybe light up that other brazier. And I actually thought that was an enemy that had wandered in there for a second. That was kind of interesting. And that'll be that. Rest our bonfire here. Where shall we go for the next one? Where shall we cap this off? The Keep Ruins, maybe. Yeah, that's where we need to go back to anyway. Let's go there. We need to light up that third brazier to get that door open. As we speculated, and as the Crestfallen also told us. We're also loaded here as well. We are leveled up a little bit. We've improved our Estus. You know, the number of Estus we've got. The Estus Flask rating. You know, it's up to, we got it up to +3 now. I think, was it +3 earlier? I can't remember. We've done so much in this episode, I feel like, in terms of inventory taking and prerequisites before you head out on your mission and things like that, that I can't, you know, keep track of it all. But regardless, whichever way you spin it, whether it's the power of the Estus or the number, we've upgraded our Estus, we've upgraded our halberd, we've got more HP, we've cleared up Firelink, we've spoken to the NPCs some more. Got another Estus Flask shard there as well, actually. All kinds of cool stuff and some really solid exploration there too. Real nice exploration of Firelink. So right now, guys, I feel like it's the perfect time to end. And next time, the third brazier shall be attended to. Thank you all very much for watching, everybody. I've had a great time. I hope you guys have too. If you enjoyed it, I don't often ask for likes, to be honest. I must have, out of all my videos I've ever done, I've probably only asked for it maybe 10 times out of somewhere between 1 and 200 videos, if that. But occasionally I do mention it. If you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to give it a like. I guess I'm not asking as well, because I say feel free. It's your choice, right? If not, hey, no worries. No sweats, guys. I just hope that you enjoyed the episode as much as I did. And I hope to see you guys back again next time. And that'll be that. Thank you all very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.